We've got less than 100 days left of 2025. That might feel overwhelming, but actually it's the perfect time to reset, refocus, and start building the life you want in 2026. Think of this time of the year as the soft launch you have for 2026 and starting your dream life with an early start. Hey friends, and welcome back. My name is Charlie. I'm glad you're here, and today we're gonna talk about goal setting and resetting your life for the rest of this year. And I would say, without further talking, we jump right into it. The first thing you need to do before you start setting new goals or start to achieve new dreams is you need to reflect on the things that happened already. So start reflecting on 2025 honestly. What worked, what didn't, and don't sugarcoat it. See what you wanted to do but didn't start doing because you just didn't get up and do it, or because you didn't have the energy to do it, which is also a reason why you just didn't do something, or you didn't have the time. But start looking at things that work, that didn't work, and start journaling about it. One page all about your wins and one page all about the lessons you've learned. I want you to write down the lessons and not what you didn't do in a negative way, because reflecting is not about pinpointing the things you didn't do and be mad about it and drag yourself down. It's about figuring out what you did, what you can already be proud of, and what lessons you can take with you into the new year and into the last 3 months of this year. Step 2 is start setting your goals. I listened to a podcast lately where there are 3 pillars and it kind of stuck to me, so I wanted to include it in my video as well. I'm gonna link the podcast episode down below. It's how to set hot, smart, and rich goals. Hot goals are routines and self-care, how you take care of your mental and physical health. It's nothing about how you present yourself. I think it's more about how you perceive yourself and not how others perceive you, and what you can do to feel like you are the best version of yourself. And these are the hot goals you can set. For example, I want to go to Pilates 2 times a week, can be one of those hot goals. I want to go and start therapy, can be one of those hot goals. Hot goals really mean all of the mental and physical health things you can do and implement in your life. The second goal pillar are the SMART goals, which are learning, growth, and career moves. Learning, you want to have a specific degree or finish your bachelor thesis, something like that, can be a SMART goal. Another SMART goal can be that you want to achieve a new skill, like editing videos, for example, or you want to learn how you can fix your car by yourself. Can also be one of those SMART goals. And then the third pillar is the rich goal setting. What I mean with that is not just money, but building stability. It means how can you save money? What routines do you need to build or need to rebuild to start saving a little bit more? Start building habits that compound and see what are expensive that you make that you can rebuild and build more strategically and on a more stable side. Because I think for rich goals, it's not about you becoming rich and have a lot of money. It's you becoming rich in knowledge in what you need to do with your money so that it kind of grows for itself, how you can spend money more wisely, because you don't need to go out to buy yourself a coffee every day if you have a good coffee machine at home. And I think these are the 3 pillars you can categorize your goals under. You can make a PowerPoint presentation for it, you can make a journal prompt for it, but you need to set certain goals for each pillar, and that way you start working towards it more. The next step is to set micro goals. The hot, smart, and rich goals are goals that you can take with you into 2026. The micro goals are the goals for the next 90 days of the year. So what are you gonna do to start bringing your big 2026 goals into action and into reality in the last 3 months of 2025? Because we already can work on things that we want to achieve in 2026. And what you need to do to achieve that is break the big 2026 goals into small daily weeks or steps. For example, you want to get your driver's license, start learning for it or ask people how they got it. If you want to achieve your bachelor thesis, start your research, read books for that research, because then you are getting closer to that goal step by step. Or instead of saying I will get fit next year, put the goal more like I want to go to the gym 3 times a week, because that implements that I want to get fitter next year goal. And the next step is something that is for me personally most important for my mental health, and that's romanticize your winter routine. The dark days that are coming can drain you, and that's okay, and that's totally normal, but you have to build cozy but productive habits around that time so that you don't get stuck in that draining feeling, so that winter doesn't drag you down as much as it could if you don't build good routines. Set routines like warm morning drinks, light therapy, intentional rest, which is very, very important always, and build routines that are meant to last and not only through winter but through the whole next year. For example, you going to the gym, or you going to Pilates 2 times a week, or you starting to make your coffees at home and starting your days with a self-made tasty coffee every morning, and also stop seeing everything that you do as normal. I think that's the key to romanticizing your life. And I don't mean romanticize everything, but if you romanticize a few bits and pieces of your life becomes a lot more fun, I think, because you look at the normal things with other eyes and you see how grateful you can be for the little things. For example, my mom has 2 dogs and I love them with my whole heart. I'm currently not living at home anymore. As you know, I moved about 2 years ago now, and I don't have my childhood dogs with me anymore. So every time I'm at home and I see my dogs, I'm so happy that I have them, and I'm so happy that I got to live with them for like 12 years, and they were a normal part in my day-to-day life, and I took them for granted a lot. And now that I'm not living at home anymore, I feel like I'm a lot more grateful for having those 2 dogs. And I think that you can like copy paste on almost everything that you have. And I think that's also a huge part. Start romanticizing your daily routines and start seeing usual things with unusual eyes. And what I mean with that is start looking at things that you see on a daily basis like you see them for the first time, because I think that builds a lot more gratitude. And the last step is dream big but start small. Your life in 2026 is built by what you do now. Don't wait until January 1st, because yes, it's a new beginning, but you also dread to start the things you want to achieve in 2026 and you want to do in 2026. Use the power of momentum. Start now, get ahead on your goals, and start living for your goals and start dreaming big. Follow your goals, because in the end you are the only one who can work towards your goals, and you are the only one who can help you to achieve the goals you set for yourself. And that's the end of today's video. What I want you to do today is think about things you want to achieve in 2026 and write them down. Make your goal list for 2026 and see which steps you already can take in this year, in the last 90 days of this year, to achieve them, and maybe achieve them earlier than you would if you have started on January 1st. I would love to hear one goal you're working on before 2025 ends. If you want to share it, you can share it with me in the comments down below. I hope you have a wonderful week. Make someone's day this week. Be kind to yourself, and we see you next week with another video. Bye!
Funky. My darling, I love you.